to Movie Night, the night where we talk about movies. I'm your host, Tremaine Hayho. This is our co-host, Tom Kelly, Mr. Writer himself. Tonight, we are talking about the Oscar nominations and how atrocious they are. Do they ever get better? No, I don't think so. Do they? Or no? I think they just get worse, personally.
Yeah.
Right? Which we'll get into. But first off, let's just get into the intro. Welcome to Movie Night.
The intro.
It's moving night, baby. 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 Watch a movie and we talk about it. Then we talk about it on the show. Watch a movie and we talk about it. Talk about it on the show. Movie night. Movie night, baby. 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 Hey ho, and I guess what I do. Oh, movie night on YouTube. Hey ho, and I guess what I do. Oh, movie night on YouTube. Movie night, baby. 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 It's movie night, baby. It's movie night, baby. 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 Movie night, baby.
Okay, welcome everyone. Welcome to Movie Night, the night where we talk about movies. Like that theme song, Tom?
I love it. I'm having a blast. Well, there's one thing I don't like about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah,
I'm going to guess what it is, but what tell me.
Well, go ahead.
Is it the AI aspect?
No. I love that part.
Okay.
That's all cool. That's all. Cool.
Okay.
But I think if I grabbed Uncanny and the other guy too, see, you don't even say our names in the song. We're the other guest. You know?
And a guest, what a duo. Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing is we made the song before there even was a co-host. So I just figured I'd have a guest, right? Maybe we'll make a rendition. Let me turn this light on real quick. Maybe we'll make a rendition of it with putting your it could be Tom on Mondays, Uncanny on Friday. Oh, Dave Grega with the super chat. Thank you, good sir. Wow, I really appreciate it. Wow, dude, $5. Let's go. Thank you so much, Dave. Really appreciate it. Supporting the channel. And already we got our super chat. We're only 5 minutes in, or 3.5 minutes in. So thank you so much, Dave. I really appreciate that.
The bad news is now you have to agree with everything he says. So.
Right, exactly. He goes, I remember when a movie ticket cost as much as my super chat. Oh my gosh. Or even before, if there was cheaper. We have a place called Birdcage. Dave, if you remember, we had Birdcage Cinema, $1 movie night. Now that was where it was at. It was movies that had been out for about a couple months already. They're hitting the tail end of their run, and you could watch a movie for a freaking $1. Oh, like those were the days. I'm gonna be like the old man, like, you would make it my day. I used to watch a movie for $1 at the cinema when we had cinemas. Which I hopefully we still have cinemas when I'm old.
Yeah, we had I think it was 4 theaters. Anyway, now it was the $1 cinema. Then they turned it into one of those star cinema places where they bring you dinner while you're watching.
Yes, Yes. Yes.
Now I think it's Israeli Defense Course or something like that. It's, those whole things
Oh,
like that.
really? Defense course? What the heck?
Israeli defense, yeah, how to fight,
Oh,
the like Mossad and all those guys.
oh, fun stuff. Wow, 85 cents in the 60s. Rideshare warrior Rick says 85 cents? But 85 cents back then was more like what, $5 now? It's still a good deal.
Yeah, whatever. Still,
Yeah, I like to say. So, yeah, premiere of the Titanic here. Oh, yes, we are going to talk about Titanic because there is a Titanic level nomination that one movie got in particular for some reason. And I was rewatching that movie just before going on here just to kind of get a refresher and say, okay, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm missing something, which I don't think I am. I'm not missing anything. I really don't think I'm missing anything because, yeah, we'll get into that in a second. But yes, Oscar nominations. So I'm guessing you've seen the list, Tom. Have you?
oh yeah.
Yes.
Look, any list where the first name on the list is, well, let's back up here. First name on the list is Elle Fanning.
Yeah, I don't.
If that's on the list, here on in.
Yeah, it's like what are we doing here, right? It's like what are we doing here? So let's get into the list. So we're gonna do something a little bit unique. Normally they start with the let's bring us back on for a sec. Normally they start with the best picture, but we're gonna build up to the best picture. Please ignore all these ads. Don't advertise anything but us, our own. I should make my own list, Trevor. That's a good idea. Okay, so best visual effects, right? Okay, which you know what? You got to give no matter what, if the movie's good or bad, yeah, I got to give the shout out to the visual effects artists, the people that were really working hard. And Avatar, Fire and Ash, of course. Okay, I get that because
that's what they do. They'll give it to them every time.
Yeah, which they should. I mean, it is literally all visual effects, but you may or may not be able to recreate it in AI in about 5 minutes now, but we won't talk about that. So F1 Apple, I actually think, which is really interesting when you see companies like Apple be Oscar nominated movie companies. Apple, just think about that for a second. By the way, Chick-fil-A has their own series of cartoons. So, in the future, we're going to have movies by Apple, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Samsung. I don't know. That's a discussion for another day. Jurassic World Rebirth, which I wasn't particularly impressed by the visual effects. There was a certain dinosaur towards the end that did not look real. I feel like the first Jurassic Park has better animation. They've just kind of gone downhill since then. Or even the Lost World was really good too, because that was still Spielberg. But the Lost Bus, I do want to see that because that's based on the fires in Paradise.
Yes.
And that's only about an hour or 2 hours north of where I'm at right now. I actually have a friend whose parents lost their house in that fire, and they got lucky. They got out before it was engulfed in flames. But I do want to watch that movie. I do not have Apple Plus, though. Maybe I should get it. Then, of course, we're going to see this one. Spoiler alert, Sinners is on this list more than once.
Every single category, right? Pretty much.
Yeah, we're about to see. So best sound, F1. I really liked F1 because it was badass. I mean, it's basically Top Gun Maverick with a F1 car. I mean, what can be wrong with that? The same director, Brad Pitt is the lead. I believe that this movie deserves the nominations. I think for best visual effects, best sound, definitely deserves it. You got to give credit where credit's due. Frankenstein, I tried watching that movie. Bit slow, bit boring. I've seen the Frankenstein 1,000 times. They basically made Frankenstein look like male model Fabio monster. Have you seen the?
I have not seen this one.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, unless you're bringing something new to it, like Frankenstein meet Abbott and Costello or whatever.
yeah, exactly. I'll just Google it just to share that with the audience. Of what Frankenstein looks like. He kind of looks like.
It's not that I don't like the Frankenstein story. I love it, and I read the original Mary Shelley when I was a kid. And what else, though, are they gonna?
This is basically Frankenstein in the movie. So, yeah, it's. Yeah, and they call it the creature because it's not Frankenstein. It's because Frankenstein is Dr. Frankenstein.
Right.
The aspect ratio is getting all wonky, cattywampus here. But yeah, so this is the Frankenstein monster. I don't get it. But at any rate, so yeah, okay. Now one battle after another, best sound. Okay, this is when they're really reaching. In Sinners, okay. Oh, we see Sinners again. Two nominations, two categories, two nominations. And then we got Surratt. I have never heard of that movie in my life. Have you?
What is
Surratt? Surratt. Yeah. Never even heard of this movie. But best sound, apparently. It's a nomination. Okay. Best production design.
Did you see
right. Ha ha ha. Case Surratt. Frankenstein. Now, I guess it does have pretty good production design. From what I heard, Guillermo del Toro loves the, building real sets, which is good. And you got to give shout out to production designers, set decks, all those people that work really hard. Hamnet. I have zero attraction to see this movie. It's about William Shakespeare's dead son. It seems very depressing, but maybe it's good. Who knows? Decoration. Have you heard of Decoration?
No, the set decoration.
Oh, yeah. Okay, never mind. I'm like, oh, yeah. See, this is why you're here. This is why you're here, Tom.
Keep you honest, everybody.
Yeah, keep me honest here. Marty Supreme. For what I understand, they're in a ping pong room playing ping pong. I don't know.
I hear that it's amazingly good. Okay, I admit, haven't seen that one, but I hear that it's really a lot of fun.
I heard it. I've heard that too, but I've yet to. I'll wait till streaming. I'm not rushing to theaters to watch this movie about a ping pong player. I mean, I don't know. I'm not rushing to see it. Maybe it is really good. One battle after another. Now, we talked about this a couple of times. Production design. What production design was it exactly? They're outside most of the movie. So where's the production design?
For the time that he's in his apartment and the guy calls and says, "I know where your daughter is."
Right. And he's like, "I don't know my password." Ha ha ha. Funny.
Right. Yeah. The whole password scene.
So the crappy apartment that he's in. So that's the best. Okay. So that's great.
That's the only
Oscar-worthy nomination.
The only set that I can remember in that whole movie. So.
Okay. Of course. Right. And then Sinners. All right. So Sinners production design, I guess, because it's set in the 1800s or early 1900s.
You know, it's funny this is in here because one of my things about production design and the way they put it all together is that I should have a feeling as to the room they're in and the barn they're in or whatever. I was lost in that place. I didn't. They went into his office. I thought his office was upstairs. Why are they going upstairs again? It was very confusing for me as to the exact layout and what was happening in which room and all that stuff. I couldn't. There was something about the production design I definitely did not like about Sinners.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool, Trevor. We can go see it, but we'll wait for it to go streaming and we could watch it. I don't really want to spend money to go see it, but maybe it's good. But yeah, and I was just rewatching it, and in the beginning, the barn looks really small, right? But then in the movie, the barn like it's like a
Hundreds of
hundred ridiculous times the size all of a sudden, and then it makes
And
no
it's got
sense.
different floors and different rooms, and some of the rooms look real solid, and some of them basically are stable. And I don't know. If I can't follow where they are, it takes something away from the movie.
Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Which means it's not actually not good production design, it's bad production design.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I give this one as far as Sinners is concerned with production design, they get my first vote for a Razzie.
This one for Sinners, Trevor and I are Catholic people, so Sinners actually needs confession for bad production design. I would say Sinners needs confession, right, Trevor? All right, so best original song, "Dear Me" from Diane Warren, "Relentless." Have you heard of this movie? I didn't know they made a movie about Diane Warren. Is that that's the musician, right?
Right.
Or I'm thinking about Diane Warwick.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Diane Warren, "Relentless." I've never heard of this movie in my life. Diane Warren, "Relentless." It's a Netflix movie.
Oh, and music and lyric by Diane Warren.
Oh, wow. Music and lyric. So there's only one lyric?
Apparently.
There's one, and it's "Relentless." I'm relentless. Okay, I get an Oscar.
Okay.
Golden okay, here's your movie, Tom. K-pop Demon Hunters.
There you go.
Golden. Do you remember that song?
I can't say that I do, but
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. "I Lied to You" from Sinners, and the extra double confession, right, Trevor?
Oh.
I lied. So he lied. I don't remember this song. Music and lyric by Raphael Sadiq and Ludwig Göransson. I don't remember that song at all. "Sweet Dreams of Joy" from Viva Verde, of course, the movie that everybody saw, right? Viva Verde. Oh wait, no one saw it. Okay. Viva Verde. Never heard. "Train Dreams." I've heard that. Oh wait, no, I haven't. "Train Dreams."
Train Dreams.
From Train Dreams. Train Dreams from Train Dreams.
Okay, I'm really struggling with the plural here of lyric. If I gave you sheet music for the movie that you were making, and I said, "Here you go. Here is the music and lyric," you would be like, "Oh crap! I thought he was going to write more than one line."
Right? Yeah. But apparently, you don't have to. You can just get a lyric, and then you'll be nominated for an Oscar. So, right?
Okay,
There you go.
just one
Train
lyric.
Dreams. Okay, best original score: "Begonia," Jerskin Fendrix. I saw "Begonia." I liked it a lot. I do not remember the score very much. It didn't really stick out to me. Frankenstein. I watched part of it. Didn't really stick out to me. Hamnet. Haven't seen that one. Have you seen Hamnet?
No.
Okay. One battle after another. Now that one did stick out to me, but in a bad way, because that music was like do 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 do.
I looked at that because of what you said 2 weeks ago, and I said, "Okay, I got to go back," and because I didn't pay attention to that last time, and now it makes the movie that much more unwatchable for me. Because now I can't hear anything.
You can't unhear anything but the stupid music, right?
The little kid who must be just hitting the piano keys because it's not music.
Amen to that. It is not music. No, not at all.
If they win for original score, I'm going to be really, really happy because that means I've still got a chance in the music business.
There you go. You just might win an Oscar. And what you should do is blind yourself and start banging on a piano and record it, and you could be in Paul Thomas Anderson's next movie.
I'm telling you.
There you go. Is Sinners, again, I don't remember. I just watched it, and I already forgot the music. I know it's kind of got the bluesy, twangy, southern.
It's going to win that. It'll win.
It probably will. Will. Okay, makeup and hairstyling. All right. Again, I appreciate the whole, makeup and hairstyle artists. Those are the true artists out here. The
Bet.
Ugly Stepsister. Oh, I've never heard of this movie. Again, I don't know what type of makeup it was.
The Ugly Stepsister. I think I saw that. It was 1978. It was a porn film.
Jeez. Okay, so I guess this is what she looks like. Best makeup right here. This is what best makeup looks like. Okay. It's on Shudder. It's on Shudder, which okay, well, so it's a horror movie. All right. I get, shout out to the horror movies. I guess the one saving grace of Sinners getting all these nominations that it is a quote unquote horror movie. I guess that's a good thing for horror movies all around to at least get some nominations.
Yeah.
But okay, Smashing Machine. Actually, I'm probably gonna watch that tonight after this podcast. I want to see that because I want to see The Rock. Apparently it's his big acting, like real tour de force acting, and he has that look about him. Have you seen that movie?
I haven't, and I want to see it too. I might kick that on later tonight or tomorrow. But I want to say this. I like him.
Yeah.
I really do. As a person, as an actor, everything, I find him really entertaining. And I know some people don't feel that. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know some people don't feel that way about him, but I think you're making a mistake to undercut The Rock. He brings it.
Yeah, I think so. And he looks pretty like this is the real guy, I guess. That's the real guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, even though, it's hard to not look like The Rock when you look like The Rock. Yeah. I think all they did was they did something to his eyebrows and nose.
Gave him hair.
Gave him a bigger nose. Yeah, gave him hair. And people are like, oh my gosh, he transformed. It's like, well, he still kind of looks like The Rock, but he looked a little bit more. Yeah, I guess he looks. It looks pretty close. Pretty close, I would say. If anyone could play him, it's definitely The Rock. So I do want to see that, and if that's the case, then hey, I want that one to win. Cuckoo Ho, Sinners, of course. Okay, Sinners. I guess they had vampire makeup. I guess it wasn't anything spectacular. I didn't think. Cuckoo Ho. Have you heard of that one? Cuckoo Ho. By G Kids makes that one. G Kids makes Koku Ho.
I mean, obviously it's a Japanese movie, but I'm not familiar with it at all.
Not familiar either. And then Frankenstein. Okay, live action short.
It's Frankenstein.
It's Frankenstein. Oh. Yeah, he's like.
Sorry.
Yeah. More nominations wins that Sinners gets, the fewer that One Battle gets. I think this is a tale between two evils. Of course, yes, I would rather watch Sinners 10 times before I see One Battle again one more time. And that's saying something because I don't like I wasn't a big fan of Sinners. I thought it was really overrated. But best live action short, I guess two people exchanging saliva. Okay. You can't just say kissing. I don't know. We're gonna skip the short films because I don't think short films are real movies, nor should they be nominated for Oscars. I guess I could see a documentary short is a little bit different. I don't know. It's kind of that's a tough thing. That's like saying a 10-second TikTok song should get an Oscar over a 5-minute full song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Anyway. All right. Best film editing. F1. I'm all for F1. I thought that film editing was spectacular. It was really awesome. Marty Supreme. Haven't seen it yet. One Battle After Another. It should get worst film editing. They should have just deleted that movie and it would have been a lot better.
Yeah. Again, and I got the same issue with One Battle After Another and Sinners. Editing should bring me into the movie, not push me away. Okay, I should feel, okay, you brought me into this place and I'm here and yes, it makes sense. And it doesn't make sense when somebody's talking this way and then we see the next person and they're facing the same way, but they're supposed to be talking to each other.
Right. Right.
No,
Which I will say I do have some of that in my movie. Simp is because we broke a lot of rules and I wanted it to be a bit disorienting. So that was for a reason. I had purposes behind that. But normally that is a big movie sin where you have to make them look opposite ways, so it makes it easier for the audience to understand. Because part of your brain will be like, why does this look wrong? Right? It doesn't necessarily register if you're not a versed film. Regular audience members will look at it and be like, this felt weird for whatever reason, and then you learn that's why.
Like Jonathan Demme, and we haven't done our director talk yet, but Jonathan Demme makes me nuts with the straight on camera, looking into the camera to do all your lines.
What are some of his movies? I don't know if I've seen.
Well, the number one is Jodie Foster, Hannibal Lecter, Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs. Oh, okay. Silence of the Lambs.
So if you watch that movie, now that I've said it, it will bug the hell out of you.
Really? Okay.
Because everybody talks to the camera. They don't talk to each other.
Yeah.
So the POV is always from the other person in the room. I don't know. That gets old for me.
There's a way to do that tactfully, but then there's a way that it is distracting. Yeah,
But he does that. He does that with all of his movies. You can go back and look at back to his Baltimore movies and all those, and that's his thing.
Wow.
That's what he's going for, and I don't mind it as a choice in the midst of, like, let's say you're directing a scene and you want to bring out the conflict between the characters. And having somebody look directly into the camera and say, "You're wrong. I'm telling you, Tremaine, you're wrong." I get that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You're wrong,
Right.
Tom. Yeah.
But that should be something you drop in, not the whole movie.
Right. Exactly. And because you play that for the effect, and when the effect is the same, there was this kind of clever ad, but it even gets old in this ad. When they're like, "Oh, I'm here for the crash zoom," and they do a crash zoom into something, right? So like, "Oh yeah, we do this for effect," and then it's like, whoosh, keeps crash zooming everything. So it's like when you do that so many times, the effect goes away because you're just doing it over and over and over again. Okay, this is a bit mind-boggling for me. Best costume design: Avatar, Fire and Ash.
Well, how much did they spend on that loincloth?
How much did they spend on creating the visual effects for the loincloth?
Right.
I mean, isn't that the same as the visual effects?
I
mean, is there wardrobe artists for computer animated movies now?
My job was to draw the loincloth on all of the characters in Avatar.
And I got an Oscar.
Yeah.
I mean...
Did you notice how thick the rope was when it went down between her butt cracks?
I designed that. I thought of that design.
Yeah.
I put it in the computer. Okay. Hamnet, Marty Supreme. Oh, Sinners again. I bet you Sinners. Oh, okay, after this, let's do after we go through it real quick, we'll do who we think is going to win, or who we want to win, but who we think will actually win. You know what I mean?
I think Sinners is going to clean every category they're in, basically, except for Avatar will win anything about special effects.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could see that. Best cinematography. I think One Battle is going to come away with some of it, though. I really
don't.
Really?
I don't. I think that has played out, and I don't hear a fervor for it. I really don't. And they got your Globes. I think people are going to say, "Look, that movie already got more awards than it deserved."
Well, it did win a lot of Golden Globes, right? But yeah, because typically if they win a bunch of the Golden Globes, that means they won't win the Oscars.
A lot of
So
times. A lot of times.
yeah,
And given that it was switched, just like somebody, not me, who's on screen right now, predicted exactly 100%. He said, watch. They didn't get hardly any nominations for Golden Globes, so Sinners is going to be nominated in every category at the Oscars. I heard somebody say that. Gosh, who could that?
Who could that be? Who was that?
So, yeah, you called that 1,000,000%. So, that's something you ought to pull out sometime and like stick on one of the shorts here or something and just say, hey, that what was it?
Yeah,
that was early December.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Yeah, early December. Yeah, I'll give myself a little credit there. I was right. Yes.
It was our first show. Whenever we did our first show,
okay. Yeah. And yeah, I mean, I really hope, I do think that One Battle will win some awards, though. I think.
Don't throw it a bone, but I don't think it's going to come in there. I mean, I could be completely wrong. I often am when it comes to the Oscars. I would rather bet on baseball than Oscars.
Well, yeah, exactly. I don't know why I did that, but okay. Anyway. Okay. Best cinematography, Marty Supreme, Frankenstein. I think, well, yeah, it'll be One Battle or Sinners. I don't think any of these other ones is going
to. Yeah, it's Sinners.
Yeah, you think Sinners best cinematography? All right.
Yeah.
Although people are like, "Oh my gosh, that shot where they filmed the road in One Battle after another. Oh my gosh, they filmed a hilly road, and it's incredible." We got Tommy in the building. What up, Tommy?
I think I could have done that with a good Apple camera. I'm sorry, I just don't see that as.
Anyone could have done that. I don't know. Yeah, this is what's interesting is that I think it could go to either one of those. It's not going to go to Frankenstein, Marty Supreme, Train Dreams. Train Dreams? Again, I'd never heard of this. Train Dreams. What a terrible name for a movie. Like what is this about sleeping on a train?
Anything. That could be about anything. It could be a heroin high. It could be, it could be a lot of different things.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah. Okay. Best casting: Hamnet, Marty Supreme, One Battle After Another, Cure Sinners.
Why is this a category?
Well, look, I understand casting, honestly, because casting is half the movie, I would say.
No, I don't, and I don't disagree, but I don't see this as its own category.
Yeah.
I
mean, I should say it should be casting director. It should be best casting director, not best casting, because that's
okay.
Right?
I feel better. I would feel better about that.
Yeah, and I think these are all the casting directors, but
I mean, best casting.
You don't know Cassandra Kulukunis? Yeah. You casted Leo DiCaprio. What a brilliant idea for your movie.
This is where I'm going, because a whole lot of this comes down to who are the top 5 guys we'd love to have star in this movie.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 of them are not available, so we went with Leo.
Right.
Here.
Yeah. So let's go with Leo. You know what? I got a great idea for casting. How about we cast Leonardo DiCaprio for the movie? Wow.
25 million? Okay. That's our entire budget, and it shows in the rest of the movie, and we make that up in our box office. But hey, we did a great job of casting.
Yes. Michael B. Jordan for Sinners, and actually technically they casted Michael B. Jordan twice because he plays twins. I think he has double. They have Francine Maisler probably has double the chances of winning because she cast the same person twice. Right? They're like, who do you think could play Michael B. Jordan's twin? Let me cast this for a second. Let me think about casting here. It's okay. Best animated short. Okay.
I don't think I've seen any of those.
Never seen it. Best documentary feature. Come See Me in the Good Light. Haven't heard of this. Cutting Through Rocks. Never heard of it. Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Pink. Never heard of it. Perfect Neighbor. Netflix is getting a lot of. What's really interesting is it used to be just Warner Brothers, Universal, Disney, right?
Yeah.
Now it's like Netflix, Apple, HBO,
IBM.
right? Yeah, IBM, Microsoft, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's. Best international feature, The Secret Agent.
I have not made it to Brazil yet. So I'm a no on all of these.
What about Tunisia? Have you been to Tunisia?
Well, I mean, I hang there. Yeah, that's a vacation, but
yeah. Obviously,
I don't go to watch the movie.
Right, Tunisia. Yeah, exactly. I went to Tunisia is the thing, but I didn't go to the movies. That was my problem.
Well, remember, you can Tunisia, but you can't tuna fish.
That's true. That's very true. Hey, here today, gone Tunisia. All right, okay, that was a reach. All right, here we go. We got to bring this back. Got to bring it back. The screen. Here today, gone Tunisia. Okay, so we did that.
Okay, did that.
International feature. I have heard Sentimental Value is really good, but I heard that from a friend of mine who might be a tad pretentious, but he's a good guy. It might be a pretentious movie, but maybe it's good. Maybe it's best animated feature. Okay, this is interesting. Arco. What is this? Arco gas? We're going to the gas station. Little Emily or the character of Rain. Never heard of it. All right, here's your movie, K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah, that'll win for sure. 100.
Yeah, you think so? I think it'll be either K-pop or Zootopia. I think. Well, yeah, you're right. I think K-pop might win this one. It's not gonna be Elio. Elio's. There's no way in hell Elio's. Elio bombed in the biggest way for Disney. It did.
Well, Zootopia didn't. I don't think it.
No, Zootopia did really well. I would say if they're gonna throw Disney a bone, they're gonna go with Zootopia. I think, but they might give it to K-pop Demon Hunters. So I don't know. You know what? I would say I'm gonna say it right now. I think Zootopia 2 is gonna win. I might be right, but I might be wrong. You might be right. So if you go with K-pop, one of us is gonna be right. I think.
I stand corrected. Zootopia 1.7 billion in box office.
Isn't that crazy?
That's gonna.
Yeah, I think so. I'll go with Zootopia, but I wouldn't be surprised if I haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it though. I'll look forward to seeing it when it comes out on streaming. Best original screen.
Best screenplay.
Okay, here we go. Now we're getting into good. So this is interesting.
Where's mine?
Right. Where's mine? Yeah. So Blue Moon. Blue Moon. Understanding. Excuse me. Oh, that's the new Wes Anderson movie, isn't it? Blue Moon. I don't know. I think it is. It's with Ethan Hawke. Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
It was just an accident. Never heard of this movie. I think there has to be a criteria. Most people have had to have at least heard of this stupid movie.
This is why I do not believe the Oscars are. If I told you from now on you could only watch the Oscars on YouTube, it was no longer going to be
which is going to do that in 2 years. They're doing that. Yeah.
Okay. So, does anybody care?
No. You know what I would love to see would be I would watch the Oscars on YouTube just to read the comments on YouTube. I think that alone would be worth the entertainment of the entertainment of the comments, not the actual show, because the show is always pretentious garbage, pretty much. Examining and seeing the movie industry outside of the USA is fascinating. Okay, what's so fascinating about it? Tell me what's fascinating. All right, so I'll go out on a limb. I think Marty Supreme will win this one. I
Really?
mean, I don't know. Well, Sinners is in there too, and it's written by Ryan Coogler, who they love. I think here's the deal: either Coogler wins, either Coogler cleans up with screenplay and direction. They might give it to him. I think they might give it to him, but they also give it to. They could also. Oh, okay. No, this is what's gonna happen. Oh, damn. This is what's going to happen. Original screenplay is going to go to Sinners. Adapted screenplay is going to go to One Battle After Another. Yeah.
There you go. That's how they sold that one.
Yeah. Even though I would want Begonia to win, and then I'd probably want, I don't know. I haven't seen Marty Supreme. Sentimental Value is kind of a drama. Yeah, I would want Sentimental Value or Marty Supreme to win, but I don't think it will. Sinners will probably win that one. Okay, Best Supporting Actress. That's gonna go to One Battle After Another. That's going to Tiana Taylor. Guaranteed. She's gonna get it.
Yep.
Guaranteed.
Yep.
Best Supporting Actor. Either Sean Penn or Delroy Lindo.
I hated the movie. I did. But Sean Penn he showed some range in this one. I mean, I did not see, if you would have said, here's the role Sean Penn's going to play in this movie, I would have said that'll never work. He can't pull that off. No way.
Well, see, I think he could. I mean, he's a really good actor. But I saw a clip about him and how he hates award shows. He's like, I hate award shows. Because...
Yeah.
Which I really respect him for that, for openly saying that. And he said, well, because all the people that he wants to win never wins. Right. You know, I think because he's really hinting at how political the whole thing is. Yeah. Okay. Best Supporting Actor. Yeah, it'll be probably Sean Penn, I'd say.
It should be.
Either that or Benicio del Toro. Yeah. Although, because two guys that are nominated in the same movie, which, by the way, I don't think should happen. There shouldn't be two supporting actors competing for this. You know, one movie is getting two nominations for that.
It's weirder when you have two people in the same movie for Best Actor.
Right. Yeah.
I can understand Best Supporting
Actor. Right,
because
there's more supporting actors than lead actors.
When it's got the other guys, I get that, but I don't get it. And it doesn't happen very often, but when you have multiple people from the same movie, did that happen at all for Best Actress or Best Actor this year?
Let's see. No. Well, before we get to that, Best Actress, Rose Byrne, and If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You. What? I think I might have heard that. Kate Hudson and Song Sung Blue guys nominated. Renee Rensteve. No, it's gonna go to Emma Stone. I'm gonna say she's gonna win another one. I think Emma Stone.
Again, really?
I think so. I think they're gonna give it to her. Either that or the Hamnet one. I haven't seen Hamnet, but they might throw Hamnet a bone. Rose Byrne's not gonna win. I don't think. I wouldn't say. Yeah, I think I would say it would go to Emma Stone. I'm going to say that. All right, Best Actor. It's going to go to Michael B. Jordan. I hate to say it's going to him.
For sure.
But, you know, Timothy Chalamet's been nominated a few times. Has he won yet? Did he win? I don't think he's won yet.
I don't think so.
Chalamet won an Oscar. I don't think he has. But he has been nominated. Yeah, he's been nominated 3 times and he's not won. So he was nominated for Best Actor in Call Me by Your Name. I never saw that one. A Complete Unknown. He was nominated for playing Bob Dylan, and then he's nominated again in Marty Supreme. But I mean, hey, that's great. You're nominated 3 times, and at his age, that's pretty good. they turn off the comments on YouTube. You mean on the Oscars? You don't think they'll have the comments on? Yeah, that probably makes sense. But I mean, an Oscars watch party could be fun. If
I was going to say we'll just set up our own little watch party.
I like that. Yeah, let's do that. Let's definitely do that, and then we can hate on it. I mean, love on it all we want. Yeah, that'll be fun. Okay, best actor is gonna go to Michael B. Jordan. Best director. Now I'm kind of torn because did PTA win the Golden Globe? He did, right? For the best director.
I think so.
Golden Globe best director.
But you know what they're going to do is they're going to split it again this year.
Yeah. You know what?
Picture to PTA, and they're going to give Best Picture to Sinners.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. Yep. And, which I was right. That's what I said before. Yeah. So yeah, it'll go to Michael B. Jordan. Best director is going to go to Ryan Coogler, and Best Picture is going to go to Sinners. It's going to win. I mean, because one battle after another, won the Golden Globes. It cleaned up, and yeah, it'll go to Sinners. But why did Frankenstein? Why is there should be a rule where if a story has been created more than 100 times, you can't be nominated for an Oscar for retelling the same damn story that's been told. How many Frankenstein movies are there? I'm just curious.
Yeah,
there are countless. It's well over 100 feature films. Over 100 movies about the same stupid. I mean, the original one was fine. It's good enough. You don't need 100 times to tell the same story. That's brutal. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen. Sinners is gonna win. It'll clean up. I found a meme that pretty much sums up the Oscars. Let me bring it up.
While you're typing, that's what I was saying earlier. I just don't think the average person watches the Oscars anymore because they do what you and I just did. Never heard of that one, never heard of that one, never heard of that. I heard of that one because it made $100 million, but I never heard of the rest of these. So there's no interest in, and when they put movies, give the movie a win that nobody's seen, and it's really an art house project, and not that it's not a good movie. I'm just saying the awards themselves are meaningless to most people. It's not like it was in the 70s, the 80s, or maybe even into the early 90s, where just getting nominated was important and probably, would change your box office significantly just to get a nomination for anything. Now it's like they're going to give out the nominations like popcorn, and they don't really care. The popularity has nothing to do with the movie, and I think that's wrong. I think it should have something to do.
Well, it kind of does. I would actually like to kind of disagree with you a little bit. It does. It is a popularity contest, but it's also it's a popularity contest in the sense that it's Hollywood's view of popularity.
That's my point. It has nothing to do with me or my friends or anybody who I talk with movies about or anything like that. None of us get a vote, and none of us get to. We don't know the political ins and outs and how such and such a director, nobody's going to vote for him, even though he certainly deserves it. But there was a rumor that 3 years ago he touched a girl inappropriately on set.
Right.
And so, let's not vote for him. Right. And that stuff is going on all the time that we don't even know. We don't know about. We don't understand it. Why does that guy even get nominated? Much, and it's because, he did somebody a favor.
This meme sums up the Oscars perfectly. This have you seen Get Out?
No.
Okay, so in Get Out, this character goes to it's about white families bring over black people, and basically this guy says, well, I would have voted for Obama a third term, right? So he says that, and it's like the creepy old white guys trying to placate to these characters. And I mean, this pretty much sums up the whole thing. I would have nominated Sinners a 17th time, let alone 16, right? 16 isn't enough. This guy would have nominated it 17 times. And that alone is just goes to show it becomes something where they're trying to get points they're trying to get points for political value. They're not actually trying to get the best movie. They just want to get the.
This is my complaint.
Yeah. Well, it is a popularity contest in that regard, where they're like, okay, we want to be more popular because we want to show everyone how accepting we are of people. So we're going to nominate certain movies a ton of times just to prove that we're not racist, or we're not, to try really hard to tell everyone we're not.
Yeah, for as far left as Hollywood is, they are still one of the most racist organizations in the world.
Totally. And by them trying really hard not to be, makes them more racist, I think. You know what I mean? It should just be based on merit. It should be based on merit, not the freaking color of anyone's skin. If the movie's good, who cares who's in it? If it's an international film, congratulations, win an award, win all the awards. I really liked when the movie, I'm trying to think, Parasite. That Parasite, you know what? I saw that movie and I'm like, you know what? That movie deserved to win that year. I thought it was a really good movie. And that's a Korean drama, and it deserved to win. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's an English speaking movie. It doesn't matter if it's overseas or from a box office. If a movie's really good, a movie's good, and it does deserve to win.
What is your favorite foreign language movie?
Ooh, wow, that's a good question. And I will say I don't watch enough foreign films, and I should, and I could watch a lot more foreign films.
I'll give you mine while you're thinking of yours.
Okay.
Mine, I can answer that question in my sleep.
Okay.
Seven Samurai.
Oh, I haven't seen that yet. Akira Kurosawa. Kurosawa, right?
Yeah, and Mishui is a star and all that kind of. It is the basis for the Magnificent Seven and so many other stories since it first came out in 54, I think is when Seven Samurai came out.
Oh, wow.
Since it came out, there are so many stories on that theme of a band of people. I mean, it's the A-Team story. It's so many, this band of no-gooders or whatever get together and save a town. Okay? If you think about it, the Western with Clint Eastwood and...
the spaghetti westerns? Italian?
No, oh gosh. I'll think of it in a second. Give me just a second. Having a brain lock.
It's okay.
One more often.
I'm trying to think. Parasite is definitely up there for foreign films. I want to, but I feel like that's a bit more of a basic answer. I like Princess Mononoke. That's a really good film. Studio Ghibli.
Unforgiven.
Okay.
Unforgiven is basically, it's just two guys instead of seven guys, but it's the same idea. Town in trouble, go show up, run off the bad guys, fighting ensues.
Oh, yes.
But Seven Samurai started all of that.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking of Good, Bad, and the Ugly of what you were thinking about.
No, Seven Samurai, I mean, that's the story. It's a village, and there are seven unattached samurai. Technically, they're Ronin. And they have to defend this town from the bad guys. And it's not that these guys are perfect or cops or anything like that. They've got their own problems, just like Magnificent Seven and all. And so it's all based on the same idea.
Yeah, I'll have to watch it. That is something that is a director I have not delved into, and people keep saying that I have to.
Yeah. It just, if you watch that one movie, you'll understand, first of all, his use of black and white and how to do the shading and all of it is so phenomenal. I mean, this he gets it like at the level of Sidney Lumet.
Oh wow! That is awesome.
12 Angry Men, that kind of stuff. I mean, he's got that kind of eye.
And it's on Tubi. It's on Tubi for free, and it's 3.5 hours long. Holy moly! Hey.
Oh, it was at the midnight showing.
Wow. So you got out at what, after the previews were done, like 3:45, 4 a.m.?
Yeah. It was an all-night thing. And I didn't want to go.
Yeah.
And I had these other guys who were like, come on, you'll love it. And I was like, I don't know, movie in Japanese. I don't want to watch a movie in Japanese. Oh my gosh. Like halfway through the movie, half the guys are asleep. And I'm like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Wow. Yeah, that is legit. Okay, so to answer your question, Old Boy is my favorite foreign film. Old Boy. Yeah. Have you seen that? Have you seen Old Boy?
It rings a bell. I'd have to place it. I don't have it.
It's a revenge story where a guy gets kidnapped. Basically, a guy gets kidnapped and he gets put into a cell and he gets messed with, and then you just have to watch it. That movie came out and I loved it so much. And then my closest friend group was like, "Oh, what movie should we watch? What movie should we watch?" I'm like, "Oh, you guys got to see this movie. It's called Old Boy." And I showed it to them, and they hated it. They all hated it.
2003 or 2013?
2003. They remade an English version of Old Boy. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, the 2003 is an 8.3 on IMDb, and the 2013, it was significantly lower.
Yeah, I mean, 8.3 is about as high as you're going to get on IMDb. Just to be fair, it's
score on IMDb.
That's fantastic score on IMDb. Yeah, it's super worth watching. It's a really cool. It is Hitchcockian. It's Park Chan-wook, who's a very, very good director.
A lot of great stuff coming out of Korea in the last 25 years. You know, they've got it going on.
Yeah, I agree, and that is something. And actually, Squid Game, the first season, I was blown away by the first season.
And you know why the second season didn't work? Because they brought in a bunch of Americans.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm serious.
Well, no, I believe. Yeah, no, I know. I agree with you. And because they tried to get political with it too, which was just.
Yeah, it wasn't what it was. Just leave it alone. Why do people mess with the stuff that works?
I know. And that's what's so tough. I mean, that's what it just shows a show like Breaking Bad, how hard it is to have 5 solid seasons, 5 seasons, and they finished. And there was never a bad season, I don't think. I mean, there's parts where Skylar is really. Yeah. There's parts where Skylar is really annoying, but that's about it. I mean, she's supposed to be though, right? Yeah. And but yeah, Old Boy is definitely worth watching. Just
watch the trailer with the sound off there, and him eating the squid kind of grosses me out. But yeah, cool.
Yeah, it's very good. Anyway, I showed it to my friends, and they all hated it. They're like, "Tremaine, you're never picking a movie for us to watch again," because it was out there. I mean, these guys are used to just they like Gladiator, which is a phenomenal movie. I love Gladiator, but they're like action war movies type stuff. This is more art house, but it's suspense, revenge, thriller, and it's got a mind blowing. Yeah, I won't say anything else, but yeah, Old Boy is my favorite foreign film. What about you guys? Alan, you said you were talking about Hollywood. Hollywood is honoring Hollywood, period. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's Hollywood giving Hollywood a pat on the back for being Hollywood, I guess. So yeah, what's your guys' favorite foreign film? And who do you think is going to clean up at the Oscars, guys? Comment below. It's and by the way, guys, on Wednesday, we got a really good episode coming out. We interviewed filmmaker Melissa Davey, who made an awesome film called Climbing into Life, and she reacted to the brand new Netflix live event that happened where the climber, Adam, what's his name? Dang it. Alex, sorry, Alex. So where Alex Honnold climbed Taipei 101, a building 1.5 times the size of the Empire State Building without any climbing gear, without anything. And the filmmaker,
he had, those non-slip shoes and the chalk
and a t-shirt and shorts. And it was absolutely mind-boggling. But we got Melissa Davey, who made a awesome film called Climbing into Life. It's about an hour-long documentary about, ends up being his mom, who became the oldest woman to climb El Capitan. She was 65 years old when she did it, and she did it again when she was 70, which is amazing. And she didn't know climbing until after she was in her 60s. And she also happens to be Alex Honnold's mom. They just happen to, but it's all about her. If you thought Alex Honnold is interesting, which he definitely is, and he free solo Taipei 101, and Netflix paid him $500,000 to do it, by the way, which you couldn't pay me any more to go. You couldn't have paid me that to go 30 feet, let alone 1,000, however many feet that is. I mean, yeah, I just think that guy's brave beyond belief. And
here's the thing about people like that, and it's the same thing I think about the people on I-45 here in Houston who drive their motorcycles at well over 100 miles an hour on the freeway. You don't have to be suicidal to do that kind of stuff, but you have to be perfectly okay with dying.
Right. Correct. Yes.
Okay. And the same thing with him. He has to be, because stuff happens. A bird can land on his face and, stuff happens. The building suddenly gets struck by lightning on a clear day.
Or it could have rained halfway through, right? Because it rained the day before and they postponed it a day. So it could have rained. It could have, a bird could have pooped on his hand and then his hand could have slipped. There's
so many things it could have. So you got to be, no matter how confident you are in your skills, you have to be going, I could die. And you got to have everything in your family in order. I wondered when he had kids, would he slow down?
But nope.
He had 2 kids now, 2 daughters.
Right. It's like, oh, you have, by the way, he couldn't get insurance for this. They literally said, you can't, no one's going to cover you for life insurance. Nobody, not one person is going to cover you for $1 for life insurance. We'll pay you $500,000 if you can make it up there. I mean, Netflix is making Beyond a Killing way more than that from this special, but it was a really well-made special. Definitely check it out. It's a really...
How do you say his last name?
Honnold, which, by the way, he's from Sacramento, Sacktown. Represent Alex Honnold. And
State Farm brings you live.
Right, yeah. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A and Apple and McDonald's.
No.
State Farm. Oh, yes. State Farm Insurance. Yeah, brought to you by, which, by the way, we do not insure Alex. Sorry, brother. Sorry, you can't.
Brought to you by Lloyd's of London.
Yeah. Brought to you by Price Funeral Home. It comes. That's horrible. But that's the thing that's so scary is one little slip, one slip up is all it takes. He could have 1,000 perfect steps or 2,000 perfect moves, and all it takes is one little slip up or the gust of wind. It was windy when he's up there, and he's gone. That episode, it comes out Wednesday. at 7. You guys are not going to want to miss that. It is incredible. Guys, by the way, we filmed a Bigfoot movie last week. Yeah, by the way, we filmed a Bigfoot movie. That's why we had to be outside of movie night and postponed it. If you guys want to watch the behind the scenes, check out the photos down there. It's on patreon.com/HeyHo Studios. $10 a month, guys. You guys can support the Hey Home Studio and you get exclusive access to what we're working on. We are working on a bigger movie as well, but I had a vacation in Tahoe and an empty cabin. I'm like, hey, why don't I invite my actor friends and why don't we shoot a Bigfoot movie, which is actually a sequel to Bigfoot's Ghost, which we made a couple years ago. You guys can watch Bigfoot's Ghost on our YouTube channel. It's a goofy redneck romper stomper movie. And yeah, we filmed a sequel to it.
You might even see people you recognize.
You might, yeah, you will. You will see people you recognize, especially at the beginning of that film. And I'm still waiting for that film to blow up. We'll see, we'll see. But we filmed a sequel to it. I'm not going to tell you guys much else. You guys can go to patreon.com/HeyHo Studios and get that exclusive access. Tom, final thoughts on the Oscar nominations. Yeah.
That is my final thought.
Yeah. If any movie I think deserves to win, it's F1. It's F1. I love that movie. I thought that was Oscar worthy. Is that going to win? There's no way in hell. Maybe it'll win a visual effect or sound design or something like that. Usually they throw a bone to sound design to like Top Gun Maverick or whatever, but anyway.
Right.
All right, guys, click that like button and subscribe. Tom, anything else you wanted to promote while we're here?
We'll talk about. I'll have an announcement.
Okay,
next week.
Sounds good. Looking forward to that. Thank you guys for tuning into Movie Night, the night where we talk about movies. I'm Tremaine. Hey ho, that's Tom. Signing out.